questions.
10 seconds.
All my breast.
Check lasers, please.
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
From the makers of Flatulence, the scented suppositories.
These aliens are killing us. We need some help.
Right away, your airness. McDonald! Behold.
Now only at McDonald's. Collect these fun Looney Tunes stuffed characters from the new movie Space Jam. Just $2.99 each with the purchase of a new deluxe or any other large sandwich.
Way to go, Dandy.
How about we go out and kick some alien butt?
Space Jam at McDonald's. Come hungry. Leave stuffed.
Makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Hello, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views, and all the episodes I must review. You're probably asking yourself, what's with the space background? Well, there is an episode that is centered around space, and technically speaking, it's an Release Aloud episode. Space Jam. Funny, I thought this was actually going to be a basketball episode with Lynn Loud. Then again, NetGames actually did that for us. This is the 33rd episode from season 6, obviously, and the 279th episode. So there's a lot of weird things in this episode that does and doesn't make sense. Lisa accidentally shoots herself and Todd into space. Leni's babysitting. What else would I say? But is this episode worth being lost in space and actually finding a new planet to create a new life? Or are things so much better and easier back on Earth? Let's pray like hell that Marvin the Martian doesn't plan to blow this planet up.
And thus, x equals y plus z. Knock, knock!
Who's there?
Salutations, sister. I'm sorry I don't have time to make small talk.
So much for being small, you gotta use so much big words. But when you become an adult, you start using more smaller words. I'm pretty sure most people would know that.
Math with letters? Totes fun. What are you working on?
Small talk it is.
Yep, small talk is so much better when you get out to talk to small-minded people.
If you must know, I've been hired to build a rocket that can be controlled from both Earth and space. I would tell you who hired me, but it's confidential.
Since when are we making Lisa Loud go infinity and beyond all this shit? Do you realize ever since they did the Mad Scientist with her, that she started making so much unrealistic things that a 4 or 5-year-old can't even build by themselves? Freaking time travel, shrink ray, bringing a dinosaur in the present, reanimating a caveman. And I suppose the next thing you be doing is going to turn everybody into a mutant with all that nuclear waste you were burying in the ground. Seriously, are you not familiar with Total Drama Revenge of the Island?
Lisa, did you take your bath today?
I don't have time for a bath. I have a deadline with the Norwegian government. No, I've said too much.
You always say too much. Isn't there going to be a time where you got to shut your doors? But like recent horror films, the smart ones always get killed second. Then again, in other horror films, they get killed right after two people have sex.
Huh. Nice tits.
God, wipe her memory.
What did you just say? Ooh, math with letters. Totes fun. Lisa, did you take your bath today? Mom and Dad left me in charge.
Wow, I guess most science fiction devices can be much handful in this universe. Who would have thought a Men in Black device could be so much useful? If you wanted to erase Leni's mind, well, it's a little late for that.
The city of New York would like to thank you for participating in our drill. Had this been an actual emergency, y'all would have been eaten. 'Cause you don't listen. You're ignorant. How a man gonna come bashing through the back of a subway when... That's the problem with all y'all New Yorkers.
Oh, we've seen it all.
Oh no, a 600-foot worm, save us, Mr. Black Man. Now I come in, I ask you nice, move to the next car. Y'all just sit there like...
And as your babysitter...
I appreciate your concern, but I am not a baby and therefore do not need sitting.
Well, Lisa, I hope you don't eat those words. As far as I can say, you're smart, but you ain't that much bright as she is.
Something is off, huh? The ship seems a few pounds heavier and I can't figure out... Wait a minute, who added the frozen yogurt machine?
What can I say? I love me some cake batter fro-yo.
Are you fucking kidding me? You don't even have any human organs! Then again, you don't have the mind of a human being. Even Megan would be so much smart about that.
Hi! Lisa, have you had your morning snack? Your letter math looks like a real brain bender, so you should fuel up.
I hope one day next year in the next Comic-Con, I actually get to meet this voice actress. Because there's so much I want her to say. But I'll be in November's Comic-Con in Grand Rapids, meeting the Yellow Sponge.
Come inside and eat. Plus, you can help me with this brain bender. It's a 100-piece puzzle of all kinds of fashion accessories.
Wow, so I guess Leni and her dad share the exact same brain. And I wouldn't be too damn surprised if him and Rita were actually playing a different kind of puzzle in the bedroom.
If you know what I mean.
Well, I'm far from hungry.
Really, you should come in and have a snack.
You know, Leni showing up in this episode, there's going to be a lot of foreshadowing of what she told Lisa. And I get the feeling that Lisa is going to be the one that lacks the intelligence. So as bad as Lisa and Todd are trying to find a different way to get away from Leni, they actually hide on Lisa's bunker. Oh, there'd be no use of hiding there. So log this away for now, and we're going to come back to this later in this review.
Leni must be rubbing off on me. This all looks like gibberish.
Hi!
Speak of the annoyingly persistent sibling. Leni, how do you keep finding me?
It's a babysitter thing. Come on, it's time for your nap.
Well, it's hibernating season, so let's say 6 months. Now let me take my nap and we'll head out when I wake.
Oh, for Pythagoras' sake, geniuses don't take naps.
Really? Are you actually really going to eat those words? Because if I seem to recall, you didn't want Darcy to actually bother you while you wanted to take your nap. Coincidence or derailment?
Out to the bunker precisely for a nap. It's so quiet I won't be disturbed. Well, nighty-night.
You got to do better than that, Lisa.
Oh, good. Sweet dreams. I'll come back later.
What now, Pinocchio?
Todd, fire up the new rocket. We're getting out of here.
Good idea. We can nap as we orbit. In space, no one can hear you snore.
By the way, do you ever notice every time you watch a Lisa Loud episode, there's always a science fiction movie reference in them? I'm pretty sure you all know where this quote references was from, and I can give you a hint on this one. It was released back in 1979, and it was directed by Scott Ridley. So Lisa and Todd decide to launch themselves into space, as if it was good enough for me to watch Wallace and Gromit in a Grand Day Out.
Navigator ready?
Check, Captain. Check, Ronald, sir.
Everybody buckled in?
Check.
Check. First a collar, then a leash, now this. This is it!
No crackers, Gromit. We've forgotten the crackers.
We don't have time for this shit!
How is Lisa supposed to nap with all that racket?
Then you just get up and just take a look through the window and say, what the hell is that thing? Because I'm pretty sure anyone would have just seen that coming out of their backyard. I wonder if Mr. Grouse will actually wake up to that.
Quit messing around, Todd. We have work to do, and you know how cranky the Norwegians get when we miss a deadline.
I'm getting dizzy.
Hey, who's the genius who put the green button next to the big purple guy?
Sorry, guys.
It's okay, Grimace.
Ronald, how do we fix this? It's not natural for me to be flying around.
This just in, you're a bird.
I know I've never been space traveling before, but wouldn't someone actually want to keep their helmet on? Even if they are in a space rocket?
What? What's going on? Oh.
Who's that guy?
The thrusters are offline. Funny, I didn't notice that while performing my pre-flight check.
You mean to tell me you didn't test a pre-flight check before you even launched this damn thing in the air? How fucking dumb is that? That'd be bad as hiring someone with a criminal record to play a DC superhero. But Lisa decides to go out and fix the space rocket while leaving Todd inside.
Repairing a homemade rocket ship while orbiting the Earth at roughly 17,000 miles per hour. And Leni thinks I need a babysitter.
You are so close to being on a dinner tray for the big bad wolf.
Hey, why don't you come home with me so my wife can cook you up for dinner?
I told you to stay at the controls.
My doctor says a brisk walk every hour improves circulation.
You idiot! You don't have a human body!
You don't think that shit funny? Ah!
Please, let me stay. What is the harm?
Lisa and Todd are in outer space. They're about to get hit by giant rocks.
He's about to hit a chestnut tree.
We need to get back inside and steer away from these asteroids.
Oh no!
Bye-bye!
There you go. Goodbye, Lisa. Yeah. But Todd comes to her rescue and saves her.
Oh, thanks, Super Todd. Let's move!
How are you even still talking? Wouldn't you be like gasping for oxygen? Since your line is cut. But fucked up cartoon logic, the two of them make their way inside the rocket ship and decide to clear away from the asteroids.
Now to program the steering to move the ship away from the asteroid shower.
You just steered us deeper into the asteroid shower.
Focus, Loud. What is wrong with you?
Should I tell everybody the short list, or do they want the long list on that subject? Because I don't think I need to tell them which one they want to hear.
Survey says! That in itself is just BS. And yeah, if you get caught by Gossamer, he smashes you and kicks you. And wherever he kicks you, you know, like you can land.
Jax! We've lost steering! I have no control of the ship! We're gonna need some help getting out of this predicament. Time to call in a favor from my friends at NASA. You've reached NASA.
Come closer.
Oh shit, I can't believe she's associated with NASA. I completely forgot about this one since Snowboard. Has it been really that long since we've seen really good Loud House episodes?
If you're on Earth, press 1. On the Moon, press 2. Floating helplessly in space, press 3. Your expected wait time is 7.9 Earth years. Yeah, forget NASA.
Now what are we gonna do?
We'll do this. I am hungry.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! I'm going to throw up, and then I'm gonna...
Now, shut up. We still have a bit of life left in us. And there is one more person we can actually call, and sadly, you all are not gonna like this.
Hey, Lisa, how was your nap?
Well, I didn't take a nap. I need your help. Leni, get over to the bunker.
For a house being called the Loud House, do you ever notice how so quiet it is around there? Maybe that's why Leni actually fell asleep and why no one didn't actually wake her up. And she only got woke up by the sound of her phone going off.
Well, I am not happy that you skipped your nap, but of course I'll help you fly your space thingy. Okay, I'm at your bunker.
All right, listen carefully. The password is...
Your birthday. Everyone knows.
Right. Enter it and duck.
Survey says
You will go ashore, pick up Tinkerbell, and bring her to me.
find out who he is and what they're planning.
Understand?
You're not getting your goddamn paycheck for this one.
Dumb as she comes and goes. I am so glad I never had that type of brain when I was 4 or 5 years old.
I entered the code, but I don't have a duck.
I was warning you about the booby trap I had Luann solve.
Damn, who knew you would take lessons from Luann? I guess you can actually learn to take a joke for once. Then again, you and her weren't so much good with your criticisms.
Oh no, what's wrong? Is the control panel offline?
No, it's your decor. You call this a color palette?
Survey says I do not do cows.
Sorry, Jotun Loki. He doesn't do cows, but he does pigs. I'm so sorry. There's a hell, I'm going right to it.
Look, I promise I'll let you redecorate if you focus on getting control of the ship. Now, go to the keyboard and enter this code. 2033757519.
Do you think she's gonna memorize all of those numbers? In fact, I'd be hell of a surprise if she actually does remember all of that. As fucked up and crazy how Michelangelo remembered how to fix the antidote before he could be finished to be turned into a wasp or a hornet. Then again, I wouldn't be too fucking surprised if Michelangelo is actually smarter than Donatello. Scratch that, I would.
Buddy, you entered the code for warp speed!
You know, looking at something like this kind of reminds me a bit that it should be a ride. In fact, hell, who actually enjoys the ride in Disney World called Space Mountain?
Buddy, I need you to look to the left side of the console.
Your left or my left?
It's the same left! See that red button? Press it!
Hey, hey, tell a brother buckle up first.
Damn it!
Oh, phew, that was a close one. Lenny, your mistake almost destroyed this ship, as well as Todd and myself.
Hey, as I seem to much be likely to call, this big mistake was on you. Seriously, why you gotta blame Leni for everything?
The code for regaining control of the ship ends with an 8, not a 9. You gave Leni the wrong code.
Damn, somebody wasn't smart enough to pay attention. So maybe Todd does have some brains. Not 100% completely. I still take Megan over him.
Research shows that if you force a child to eat vegetables, then they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes. Experts say the preferred method is to give your child the choice.
Wait, did I? Oh my stars. I honestly don't know what is wrong with me today.
Maybe it's your time of the month since we are in September.
Great glowing orbs, that's the sun! And doesn't seem to be caught in its gravitational pull. Without steering, the ship will crash into the sun and melt.
Any last words? Too late.
I have one. Lord Father, in light in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And forgive our little friend Lisa. She knows not what she does, even though she claims to be the smartest kid on the planet, but obviously she's the kid that's going to lead us all to our sudden death as we burn and die.
I'm sorry, Todd. This is all my fault. I've been making silly mistakes all day. If I were on my game, we wouldn't be in this mess.
This has the same energy as that scene from Hercules where they're like, we are worms. We are not worthy.
Lisa, I know what's really going on. You've been messing up because you haven't had your snack or your nap.
That's preposterous.
Is it? Do you even know how little kids function every day of their lives? Or are you too busy having your nose in the computers recently?
Schoolwork, editing, it doesn't matter. It's like naming your kid stupid.
Besides, even if you were right, what could I do about it up here? It's not like I have a snack handy.
Look in your backpack.
Apple slices and carrot sticks. How did
It's a babysitter thing.
She's good. In fact, totally damn good. I say she's probably a better babysitter than Lori. Carrots and apple slices. I love that kind of snack. As much as I like Gushers, Mellow Blasters, even Capri Sun juice boxes I used to have in school.
Now eat up.
Oh. Well, I do feel a bit better, but my brain is still foggy. Probably from missing my nap.
Shit, no wonder you've been so much cranky with Todd recently. I suppose the next thing you're gonna tell us that your brain needs to be calmed down is having your mother's breast milk.
What does it taste like?
Milk.
Milk.
I'll drink it.
And Sweeties.
Well, there's no time for that, so let's do this to get you focused. Shake the willies out.
Shake the willies out. Now, does that sound so familiar from a season 5 episode where Lisa actually brought a real dinosaur to the school? But let's get jiggy with it.
It's too hot for this. Hey, I think this is actually working. Woohoo!
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free her when...
No, anything but that. No, anything but that.
Go, go, go to school. Go to school. Kindergarten, here I come.
No, anything but that.
Invisible man, sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call?
No, anything but that. No, anything but that. No, anything but that.
So lick my blood and suck on my bones, America. Fuck yeah!
No, anything but that.
Would it be too much to ask if we could make up our minds? I must admit, that was rejuvenating.
Darn, I thought it'd make you feel better.
That is precisely what I...
Hey, can we actually focus here? We're heading right into our crispy burnt death. And that is not how I really want to die. So Lisa decided to actually fix the steering problem. They fixed and decided to steer away from their crispity death of turning into fried chicken.
Success! Now we just need to break free of this gravitational pull. Buckle up, Todd, and lean forward. We're gonna need all the forward momentum we can get.
Ronald, we're losing altitude!
It's the extra weight! We don't have enough power!
It's not working!
Oh, the horror!
I feel funny.
You look funny.
Somebody help us! I want my...
Shut up!
We are not gonna die! Now both of you will get a grip!
Ooh, how about a boost?
Look at that!
2033757519.
Do not engage
Warp speed! Great thinking, Leni!
You know, there are times that Leni does amuse me. And I love this girl very much.
Oh, whoa, that was quick.
I believe I can fly.
I feel like an overheated toaster.
So, I owe you an apology, Leni. If I had listened to you from the start, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, same old cliche trope that we hear in so many movies and different episodes. If I had listened to you in the first place, none of this would have happened. How many times has anyone heard that?
That's what babysitters and big sisters are for. I told you, I've been looking out for you since you were born, and I always will.
I will protect you from all around you. I will be here.
This is why sometimes I love The Loud House. It shows so much heart into it, and it really grabs me at my heart. And Lisa, are you crying?
Oh, ding-dang space pollen in my eye. Anyway, from now on, I'll listen to you more often.
I just hope you don't regret it, Lisa.
In fact, if you have any suggestions on how to relax after such an overstimulating day, I'm all ears.
Fashion accessory puzzles are the perfect way to unwind.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't know if that's actually true. Myself, I prefer doing Disney puzzles or science puzzles, especially when I like to put a model ship together.
Care to join us, Todd?
Not yet. Still cooling down from the sun's radiation.
Is there no good damn reason why I can go launch myself back right into the sun?
Survey says...
This was Space Jammed. I know I said once I wasn't too much of a huge fan of Lisa Loud's episodes, but somewhat with this, it felt boring and a little too unrealistic. A 4 or 5-year-old building a rocket ship and launches herself into space. That could never happen, not even in 150 years. Hell, I thought Dr. Leni was actually going to return if anyone remember what happened to her in the very end of Blinded by Science. That is all we can confirm, she's dead. And also, Todd was never needed in this episode either. This just could have been Lisa and Lisa alone. And I do feel that the episode's premises does feel a bit like I Can't. In fact, during that episode, Lisa was so blind that she couldn't even tell where she was when she thought she was near down the beach and near to a hotel. But with this episode, I kind of wish that Lisa was kind of like in a rocket simulator, as if she was really in outer space when the whole thing turned out to be a virtual simulator. That would have worked, kind of like they did it with Rocketman. But I can't really consider this a bad episode since Lisa's character development and Leni being a caring babysitter is somewhat the most emotional, powerful storytelling told in the program. And it does kind of amplifies of what makes The Loud House such a high quality show. And by the way, this is probably the only episode that has the least voice casting in a Loud House episode. You got Leni, Lisa, and Todd. That's it. Which I do kind of find oddly rare, only having 3 characters in an episode. And I really did enjoy some moments with Leni actually getting Lisa through a sunny death in space. Again, I can't be too sure if Leni's actually getting more smarter or if it was something to make her part of the premises to think she's got the babysitting down to a touch. But we'll see what comes in the future. If you like Lisa Loud, then you won't have any problem watching this episode. Myself, I find myself in the middle with Lisa Loud episodes. This has been The Loud House Critic.
Boy!
Is all I can say for next week's episode review.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove is how we show our love. In the loud house, gotta love mom and dad for not going completely mad.
So take